Hi all, not sure if there's anyone here yet, just a minute or so early. So if you're here, please type something in. I'd love to see what you're doing, how you've been. If you popped in last week, love to know how you found it. Definitely feel free to send me a message, or if there's anything you'd like to focus on in the upcoming weeks. Send me. Hello, Sarah Marie. How are you? Good to see you. So, oh, and Melissa. Oh, good. There's a few of us here, so always get a bit paranoid. That's one of my things I need to tap on about being on time. It's the thing I have. So maybe that's a topic for another week. And Nettie, hi as well. Just curious as to where you're all from. While we just give us a couple of minutes before we start, and Robin and Sarah, and so yeah, excellent. A few people here. We'll just give it a couple of minutes just to make sure everyone's online. Before we sort of get into it, please make sure you have a pen, a bit of paper, just in case something crops up for you, so that you've got you can write some notes down for yourself, because by the time you get to the end of it, you may have forgotten. So definitely feel free to. Oh, Wollongong, cool. I'm in Tassie. Sorry, Melissa, just said she was in Wollongong. I'm in Tassie, so actually it's been a beautiful day here. So, and Sarah's in Port Macquarie, which would have been, I'm assuming, lovely today. But yeah, we're having quite a really nice couple of days. So I'm having a couple of days at home too, and I think we're back to the next few days of sort of 10s and 12s and cold. So, so we're all pretty much everyone who's messaged, we're all on the East Coast. So we're all sort of just raced home from work and got online. So I appreciate that too, because I know this time of night can be a bit of a busy one for people. So I appreciate giving up your time to come and tap along with me. Anyway, so I suppose we can get started. Everyone else will pop in as they're going. So yeah, definitely go and grab pen, bit of paper, drink of water is usually pretty good. Tissue, hopefully you won't need it, but so yeah, feel free to get organised, get ready, and off we go. Sorry, I was just distracted reading some things on the side of my screen. So if I once we get going, because it doesn't, I'm using something called Be Live, and it doesn't sort of scroll the messages there, so you've got to constantly tap to get the new messages up. So which is kind of annoying, really. But anyway, all right. So a quick thing. We've already done the pen and paper, and drink of water. Just a quick thing. These tapping circles are great. We're going to touch on lots of stuff over the next sort of. I think we've got, this is number 2. I think I've got 12. So and then we'll see where we're going from there. They're great to sort of help you find those things that might sit underneath. So like you might find tonight we're going to do. There's just too much to do and just a feeling of overwhelmed dealing with that. So what you might sort of find crops up is something underneath that. So it could have something to do with, why you take on too much, or how you feel about yourself. So these things will crop up. So that's why we want the pen and paper. So we can, you can find those. Oh, sorry, Melissa. Yes, I will get into that. I'm an EFT, so emotional freedom technique, aka tapping coach, and also a life coach. I am in Tassie. I'm based in Tassie. I've also ironically got some equine qualifications, which is aside from that, but people tend to find that quite interesting. So I'll pop that in there. I tend to work a lot online, so one-on-one, like on this sort of platform. So like on Messenger or Zoom, so that we can interact, so I can interact with anyone anywhere. There's actually been some studies done that show that this sort of interaction is just as good as face-to-face. So, if you're interested in having a one-on-one, which are great at getting into your issues a bit deeper, then this will be. So yeah, that's pretty much me. Any other questions on me? Pop them in the comments. If I don't get to it in the session, I'll pop back and chat through it later on. Before we get started, I'm not sure if any of you know what tapping is. Tapping it's a way of kind of reducing, well, definitely reduces your like negative feelings, and it kind of rewires your brain into feeling slightly more positive about it, or at the very least neutral, so that you get rid of the bad things that worry you and that you feel, that you've dragged along, and your baggage that you've dragged along with you for years. So I got into it, basically went through, not an awful divorce, but I mean, I don't suppose there is a good divorce. And it sort of cropped up a couple of times through a few people. So I got into it from that, found it really helped me just doing the group sort of stuff like this. But I wanted to do more and learn more. So that's how I got into it. Basically, you're tapping on certain meridian points on your body, repeating phrases after me. Great if you can say them out loud. If you can't, that's fine. Say them in your head to yourself. So we're going to tap on, I'm assuming, I know some of you know what tapping is, some don't. So just with a couple of fingers, you're going to tap on a karate chop point, which is here, and you just repeat after me, but I'll just show you the points to start with. You'll get it as we go. So you tap here at the eyebrow, start of your eyebrow. Lift my glasses up, so at the side of your eye, underneath your eye, under your nose, sort of under your chin. It's called the chin point, but it's really that little dip that you've got between your lip and your chin, that nice bit there. Your collarbone. Some people tap under the arm. I generally don't, just because I tend to find it's a bit uncomfortable for me to reach across boobs, and I just tend to find it upsets my flow. So I skip that one. And then the top of the head. So follow along. Usually we'll do 3 or 4 rounds of sort of more negative stuff, which is a bit counterintuitive as to how to make yourself feel better, but it does work. It's to reduce the anxiety and the stress related to those negative feelings, and to help you go, well, actually, I'm okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Then what we do is we go back through with some positive stuff so that we override sort of the bad with the good. So that's the aim. The aim is to have you all feeling at the end quite light and relaxed, and light is the word that tends to pop up the most for people. You just feel lighter, like something's been lifted from you. So we'll see how we go. All right. So I want you to think with your, not with your pen and paper, but with your pen and paper, I want you to write down how stressed you actually feel, either at the moment if you've got a lot going on, or, a time when you do have a lot going on, how stressed you feel and how much you have to do and how hard it is to get it all done. So 0 is totally under control, not stressed at all. 10 is I am totally stressed, I'm rocking in the corner and I'm crying. So sort of somewhere between there, I want you to think about how stressed you feel with the amount of things that you've got going on in your life. So, all right. So hopefully you've all written that down. So repeat after me, please. And like I said, if you can't say it out loud, say it in your mind. Even though I have so much to do, I completely and deeply accept myself. Even though I have so much to do, I completely and deeply accept myself. Even though I have so much to do, I deeply and completely accept myself. I have so much to do. I have no idea how I'm going to get it done. There's just so much to do. So much to do. I don't have time to get it all done. There's just too much to do. I feel so overwhelmed. There's too much going on. There's too much going on. There's so much to do. I've got so much to do. It's just a list a mile long. I'm not sure how I'll get through it. There's just so much to do. I've promised to do lots of things. I'm not sure how I'm going to get them done. There's no time for me at all. There's just so much to do. So much to do. I just feel so overwhelmed with the list I have. I've promised to get things done. I'm not sure how I'm going to get them done. I just feel like a chook with its head cut off. I'm running around, always trying to do stuff for other people. No time for myself. I'm just so busy. Okay. Everyone just take a couple of slow, deep breaths. Hopefully for some of you, or all of you, would be lovely, that stress level is already starting to reduce. Let me know how you're feeling. So just check in with yourself. Let me know as well if you're feeling something in a part of your body, like, some ache or pain. Sometimes people will report things like shoulders, because obviously you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So, or, like in your chest, tightness in your chest, because you're just so much to do, you just can't get it done. So just sort of, hoping it's come down. If that's brought any specific event up for you, jot that down as well. So see how you feel with that. Jot that down. That's something that, definitely feel free to mention it if you want to share. Otherwise, just keep it to yourself. If it doesn't clear, you may need to tap on this yourself at home. So anyone wants to share, please feel free to type as we go. All right, so we'll get back into it. Hopefully all your intensity levels dropped a little bit, but we'll see how we go. We'll just keep going on through, see where we're at. Oh, sorry, completely forgotten what I'm doing. I have so much to do. I feel so overwhelmed by it all. I just feel really overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. It's just a mountain of things. From the minute I wake up, there's a mountain of things to do. From the minute I go to bed, there's a list I have to start on tomorrow. There's always something to do. I feel so overwhelmed. My list just gets longer. I feel so overwhelmed. My list just gets longer. So much to do. Just so much to do. Always something to do. If I get rid of one, there's two more. My list is huge. There's so much to do. There's so much to do. And then I take on more stuff. Everyone seems to want something. There's always something to do. I feel so overwhelmed. My list is huge. My list is huge. So much to do. I feel totally overwhelmed. There's so much to do. Okay. So another couple of big breaths. Susan's just said she has a migraine. So is that from feeling like you've just got so much to do? We can tap a little bit on that and see how we go as well. If you like, Susan, it's not going to hurt everyone else. It'll work for them in some way as well, and at least give them an idea on what to do when they have a headache from just everything, feeling so much. So everyone will just take a few breaths, and we'll just do a little bit on. We might do, like some shoulder pain and some headache. So from feeling overwhelmed. So I want you to write down your intensity level from 1 to 10. Again, hopefully it's dropped. And we'll see how we go. There's so much to do. I feel the tension in my shoulders. I feel the tension in my head. Gives me a headache. There's so much to do. So much to do. I have this tension in my shoulders, this tension in my head, this tension. Just thinking about what I have to do, I feel tense. I feel my body tense up. The tension I get, I just feel overwhelmed. When I get overwhelmed, I get all this tension through my shoulders and through my head. Just can't get rid of it. All this tension. There's so much to do. There's so much tension. It's just overwhelming. And the more I have to do, the more tension I get. And then I get paralysed and can't do anything. Just get all this tension. There's so much to do. Don't know how I'll get through it all. There's just so much to do. So I take a couple of deep breaths again. Hopefully those that are feeling a bit of tension, it's starting to ease off a little bit. So Susan, I hope that's feeling a little bit better. We'll just go through a little bit more about some tension and so much to do and the feeling of overwhelmed. And hopefully we'll reduce your migraine a little bit. Okay, back into it. So much to do. I feel so overwhelmed. Makes me all tense. Feel all this tension. I'm so overwhelmed. There's so much to do. I feel so overwhelmed. There's so much to do. The more I think about it, the more stressed I get. So much to do, and I just don't even know how to get through it. I don't know how to get through it. Don't know how to get through it. Get this tension in my shoulders and in my head. This tension feels so tight. This tension. This tension from feeling overwhelmed. I wish it would go away. I just wish it would go away. I want to feel like everyone else. I want to feel capable. I want to feel organised. I don't want to feel overwhelmed. So much to do. There's so much to do. There's so much to do. Again, a couple of nice deep breaths. Just sort of check in with yourself. Again, if something's cropped up, write it on your journal, write it on your list. Sorry, I'm adding to your list of things to do. And then, hopefully we can get through and clear some stuff away for you. So now I'd really like you to think about, is there someone or a group of people or, sorry, I'm just getting a bit uncomfortable. Is there a group of people or someone in particular that you feel you end up doing things for that probably you don't really want to do? It's adding to that pressure you put yourself under. Is it a family member? Is it your job, club that you volunteer with? Do you feel like if no one else volunteers that you end up having to do it because no one else will? So I want you to think about that for a couple of minutes. Just who is it that you end up doing extra things for? Or just, like I said, taking on things that you probably wouldn't otherwise. Giving that time to someone else. Who is it? For most of us, it's probably family and your job, but women tend to probably do a lot more of that than men. They tend to be giving to the point of it actually affects themselves. So I want you to just have a think about that. If anyone wants to share, feel free. So otherwise, I'll just shush away for a couple of secs. Yeah, Sarah said family. I think family, we do tend to, I wouldn't like to say overpromise, but you like most of us like to do things for our family and children, our kids, regardless of how old their kids are. Mine are 18 and 20. I tend to find that I'm still doing stuff for them, which probably they could do themselves a bit more. So we need to find out who that is and have a think about maybe why. Is there any specific reasons? But at this stage, we're just going to tap a little bit on taking on extra things with our family. So we'll see what comes up. Someone always seems to want something. They just keep piling on extra things. My list keeps getting bigger. There's always something extra. They just keep wanting more. And I keep offering sometimes. Keep offering more. They keep asking for more. They assume. There's so much going on. They keep asking for more. I keep offering more. I feel so unorganised. And there's so much to do. I don't know why I take on more. I don't know why I take on more. I'm struggling to get through what I have to do. And yet I take on more. My list is getting bigger. Never going to be an end to it. Someone always wants something. Someone always wants something. Keep piling things on. And I keep saying yes. We keep piling things on. And I keep saying yes. I feel unorganised. If I was more organised, I could get it all done. I feel unorganised. I feel overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed. I keep taking things on. Keep taking things on. I keep taking things on. I keep taking things on. Again, a couple of big breaths. Just sort of sink into how you're feeling. See what crops up for you. Hopefully you're all starting to feel a bit more mellow, a bit relaxed. Hopefully it hasn't brought up. If it has brought up, like if things are escalating for you, then please write down what it is, what words have cropped up. I may have used some words there that really resonate with you. If that was the case, jot them down. Feel free to throw them out there and pop them on the chat. For some of you, it might feel I feel so unorganised. For someone else, the trigger things might be, I keep taking on extra stuff. Another thing could be, they keep asking me. It could be, I keep volunteering. Why do I do that? So I want you to have a quick think about. Actually, we'll just run through that again, taking some more stuff on, and then we'll get into why. Why do we do extra stuff? Why do we add to our hectic lives? Okay, but we'll just go back through that there then. Someone always seems to want something. My family, my job, clubs, they always want something. Stuff just needs to get done. And I end up volunteering. There's so much to do. No one else seems to want to do it. It gets left for me. But I feel unorganised. I feel overwhelmed. Just feel overwhelmed. There's so much to do. There's so much to take on. Someone has to do it. No one else ever does. Always seems to be me. I'm overwhelmed. There's so much to do. I'm overwhelmed. There's so much. I take on too much. I take on too much. I need to learn to say no. 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 So again, hopefully that's working for some of you, and that's sort of coming down a little bit, or at least you're starting to identify some patterns that you might be finding in your life. So, yeah, just have a quick think about, why do you take on the extra work? What do you volunteer because no one else will, and you feel that someone has to do it? Does that then give you some attention or prestige, or do you think someone will appreciate you more, or what do you get from it? What do you get from taking on too much? You know, there's got to be a reason that you do, just because otherwise you wouldn't. Like, if you don't get something from it, honestly, you wouldn't do it at all. So, you know, it might just be you think your children will love you and appreciate more, or your boss will appreciate you more. Usually it's I guess along the lines of appreciation, feeling wanted, feeling loved, feeling part of a team. You know, so you take these things on so that you are part. You know, you feel more that you belong. So there's probably those sort of things in there. So definitely have a couple of seconds to think about that, and work out what it is that. Yeah. So hopefully you may have had a bit of a eureka light bulb moment while I've been mentioning some stuff, and yeah, so you can find out what it is that, because if you can find out why you take on the extra work, then you can hopefully understand, which will lead you to helping change the behaviour, if you want to change the behaviour. You know, there'll be some things that you want to do. You know, even if you know they're hard work and they're going to add to your list of things to do, but you know, you still might want to do them. So whether it's a personal thing or whatever, because you know, I mean, let's face it, there are some things we just want to do. So for enjoyment, or because you do love the people that you're doing things for. So and like I said, you know, I guess you want to belong and feel that you're part of a team. So sometimes they're the things we do to make us feel that way. Right. So anyone like to share, or we're all good? So hopefully we're all feeling like we've got a little bit of understanding about why we take things on. So we'll just keep going. You know, maybe there's when I was trying to work out what to do, I was sort of thinking along the lines of, you know, it's very easy to resent the time that you give up sometimes. You know, that you resent people asking you to do things, and you resent that, even though it mate, you're doing it to feel part of a team, there's still some resentment in there. So we'll tap on, you know, some of that perhaps, and see what pops up. Someone always wants something. Someone always wants something. I feel I have to find time for everyone else and everything else. It never seems time for me. Someone always wants something. Someone always wants something. Someone always wants something. They take advantage of me. They take advantage of me. They take advantage of me. They always ask me because they know I'll say yes. I want to belong, but I don't want to have to do everything. I don't want to have to do everything. I don't want to do everything. It's too much. Can't they see it's too much? Can't they see I'm overwhelmed? Can't they see I feel that way? Someone always wants something from me. They don't stop and think about me. They always want something from me. They always want something. Even though I love them, if they're my family. Even if I'm at work and I'm paid to. Sometimes it's just too much. They take advantage of me. Sometimes I resent that. I really resent it. Can't they see I work hard already? Why do they keep adding to it? Why do they keep adding to it? It's not fair. It's not fair on me. I want time to myself. I don't want to feel overwhelmed. I want to feel good about what I do. I don't want to feel I have to rush it. I want to do it properly. I want to do it well. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be the person that always does everything. I don't want to be that person. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. Again, a couple of breaths and see how you feel about it all. And see what's, again, is something coming up. You may not feel resentment or any of those things that I said, but hopefully some words have popped into your brain. So again, pop them down on the sheet of paper next to you. Because that's what we want you to do. We want you to find those things that resonate with you, because this is trying to help you. So obviously some of the stuff that I'm saying resonates with me, come up with, and that's what I can find. So hopefully, though, you're sort of feeling a bit better and reducing that. So we'll do another couple of rounds with that, and we'll check in and see what else sort of crops up, really, I guess. And plod along and get through it and get out the other side, and everyone will feel lighter and happier and good. I want people to feel good. I can't find time for me. I feel frustrated. There's so much to do. I want to find time for me. I want to find time. Someone always wants something. I want to find time for me. I want to find time for me. Someone always wants something. They keep coming to me. I appreciate that they think I can do a good job. Sometimes I just don't want to do it. Sometimes I just want to say no. Sometimes I just resent it. Why should they come to me? It's not fair. It's not fair. I want to say no. I want to find time for me. I want to do the things I enjoy. I don't want to do everything for everyone. 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 I want time for me. 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 Okay. Again, how's everyone feeling? Hopefully things are feeling good for you. Sorry, I'm just going to have a quick shuffle. My knee has gone to sleep, if a knee can go to sleep. There we go. That's better. Thank you. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. Just to bring yourself sort of a bit centered. Again, hopefully things stress is reducing and that you're starting to you know, maybe see some sort of pattern as to why you say yes. You know, like I know for me, it probably is a feeling of belonging and a feeling of responsibility. And yeah, it's just overwhelming, and you just really want to get rid of it. But you know, you have that sense of responsibility for family or your jobs or you know whatever it is. So you know, we just get on through. But for yourself is really important, which is you know at least some of you have you've made it here tonight, so you are finding that time. So you can. Oh, good. Nikki's just said, amazing. She didn't realise how tense she was. Feel like you can breathe. Yeah, body can breathe. And that's, you know, this stuff is simple. Like this is simple tapping. Like, you know, you would actually go, well, how does this work? But you do. You feel stuff and you're writing things down as it comes. It's really going to help you sometimes just get it out of your head and onto a bit of paper. And that's just the start of feeling empowered, that you can actually either say no or you just sort of, I don't know what it is, but it goes from here to a bit of paper and it just seems to make it easier. It does for me anyway. So we'll look at, I know, perhaps a time that you felt, you know, obviously it's saying yes to everything and allowing yourself to be overwhelmed and having a to-do list, you know, 50 miles long, started somewhere. So if you can think of a time when you found that you know you sort of started to take on too much, it, you know, again, it could have been at school, you wanted to fit in with people, it could be in the start of a new relationship with someone, you wanted to make them feel good, so you did extra things, and then it's become a pattern and a routine, and you know these things grow and grow. You've become the responsible one that's just in charge of all paying all the bills, or you're always the one that books the kids' doctor's appointments, or yeah, you're always the one that takes the garbage out. What, you know, whatever it is, sometimes these things start, and you know, and suddenly we've got 1,000 things that we do all the time. So, so I guess we'll see how we go. We'll tap along. All right. I can't find time for me. I can't find time for me. Makes me feel unimportant. Makes me feel unimportant. Maybe I just don't value myself enough. Don't value myself enough. I can't find time. I can't find time. I feel unimportant. I feel undervalued. I feel unappreciated. I feel unimportant. I feel unimportant. I feel unappreciated. No one notices what I do for them. I'm unappreciated. I'm undervalued. I'm overworked. I feel unimportant. I don't value myself enough. Other people certainly don't value me. And I don't always value myself. I don't value myself. I feel unimportant. I feel unappreciated. I feel unimportant. I feel unappreciated. I don't value myself. So again, just a couple of big breaths. Now, did any of that resonate with anyone? Did they feel that, you know, when I was saying I feel unimportant, I feel undervalued, I feel unappreciated, did that sort of suddenly click in? You know, that was, you know, did we hit the mark there? Did that really resonate? If it did, write that down. Just jot that down. And then if you can think about a time, a specific time that's happened for you. Like I said, it could be when you were younger, at the start of a relationship, at work. You became the go-to person for whatever it is. So, but yeah, you just don't feel important or valued, and you don't. Yeah, and we all want to feel important and valued. So so is there some resentment there? Is there some resentment of other people or some resentment of yourself for allowing that to happen? So so we'll just sort of go through a little bit of that again, that not feeling valued, not feeling important, and then we'll see if we can shift that around for you all. So, okay, I don't feel valued. I don't feel important. I don't feel valued. I don't feel important. I don't feel important. I feel I get ignored. I'm the last person someone thinks of. I don't feel valued. I'm unappreciated. I'm unappreciated. I feel unimportant. I feel unimportant. I feel unimportant. Oh, just swapping hands. I don't always value myself. 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 And then other people don't value me. Other people don't value me. Neither do I sometimes. I don't value myself enough. 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 And let's go for those 2 or 3 big breaths. Just sort of feel into yourself and your body and your mind. See what's coming up. Nikki has said she's got all teary and recognised the origin, and that's the best way to get rid of it, because you can work on the feelings, but if you get to the origin, then that's going to sort of, it's like peeling an onion. You've sort of, the layers are coming off, and you're getting down to like the nitty-gritty stuff. That's going to, once you can get rid of that, it clears it all. So, so hopefully everyone's feeling a little bit calmer and a bit more relaxed. And like I said, please jot those things down as they're popping up to, so you can work on them, or send me questions on them. More than happy. Please send me a message from my Facebook page. Or from the Spiritual Events Directory. More than happy to, have a quick chat about it. You don't have to commit to a session. More than happy to help you where I can. All right, so let's try and start to switch things around, try and rewire ourselves to value ourselves and to feel more important and to be able to say no. Okay, I want to feel important. I want to feel important. Just by turning up tonight shows I'm important. By getting on this tapping circle, it shows I want to feel good. I've taken a step forward. I'm going to feel important. I really want to feel important. How I felt in the past shouldn't impact on me now. I am important. That's why I turned up tonight. I value myself. I'm trying to value myself. I'm trying to value myself more. I'm trying to feel important. I want to feel important to myself. I want to value myself. because that's the first step. I'm trying to value myself. I'm trying to love myself. I'm trying to feel important to myself. I am worthy. I am worth something. I do value myself deep down. I do value myself deep down. I am capable. That's why I have a big to-do list, because I am capable. Sorry, I am capable. I am capable. I'm starting to value myself. The first step was turning up tonight. I know I'm important. I know I'm important. I know I'm important. I know I'm important. I want others to value me, and I want to value myself. I want to be able to say no. If it's too much, I want to be able to say no. I want to be able to say no. If I don't value myself, how will anyone else? If I don't value myself, how will anyone else? I am important. I am important. By turning up tonight shows I am. It shows I value myself. It shows I value myself. I do value myself. I am important. Okay. So again, another one. So hopefully that started everyone feeling a little bit more positive. Nikki, I hope that's sort of really helping you feel empowered and and like I said, recognizing the origins of some of these feelings. And some of these things go back to, like really little childhood and your brain sort of starts to build patterns. And so, here we are at whatever age we are. And suddenly we're in this situation where we don't value ourselves. So, but you're here tonight taking steps to just to turn up, to making the commitment or wanting to pop along tonight shows that you really do value yourself. And by valuing yourself, other people start to see that, and you start to feel empowered because you realise that you are important. So we'll just pop through a couple of those again, see how everyone's sort of coming out the other side, and then we'll really do some really good stuff for the end. So I'm starting to see that I have lots of value. I'm starting to see I'm important. I'm starting to see I'm valuable. I'm starting to feel really capable. I'm starting to feel empowered. I'm empowered to get through my list. I'm empowered to say no. When my list is too long, I'm empowered to say no. No to extra work. No to extra stress. To take on what's important to me and leave the others. I have the power to choose. I have the power to choose what I do. I don't have to say yes to everything. I don't have to make my list longer and longer. I choose how long my list is. I'm important enough to say when enough is enough. I'm important. I'm going to value my own time. I'm going to value my own time. I am important. My time is valuable. I'm valuable. I am important. I am important. I am capable. I'm capable of saying no. I'm capable of saying no. I am important. I have value. I am capable. I'm important. I am capable. I have value. Again, a couple of deep breaths. Hopefully we're all going well. Our intensity on some of this stuff is coming down. If your intensity is still really high, I want you to just, while I'm talking, tap here, just to, and you are safe. You are, just tap here and repeat, I am safe, I am valuable. So, keep tapping on these things over the next couple of days. Particularly if something's really cropped up for you. And again, feel free to contact me. So we're just now really going to get into some leave you feeling just totally inspired, totally positive, and just fantastic. So, all right, here we go. Feel free to type in some words that crop up. I did a tapping, so oh good, Nikki's saying as she realised you do value yourself. That's fantastic. I'm really, really glad you feel that way. And like I said, the step that you've made by popping onto the tapping circle shows that even if you don't consciously value yourself, subconsciously you do, because you've shown up. So, and you're ready to really value yourself because you're ready to do some of this stuff. As I was saying, did a happiness, confidence and tapping workshop on the weekend with a small group of people. One of her words was unique, which I'd not come across, and I just loved it. I was like, oh, that's because everyone is unique and everyone is valued, and we all need to be valued for who we are. So it was just, it was a fantastic word. So I'll pop that in there tonight. I am a good person. I am a good person. I'm a strong person. I am capable. I am strong. I am valuable. I am unique. I value my uniqueness. I value my uniqueness. I value myself. I am capable. I am strong. I am capable. I am good. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm amazing. I am amazing. I am amazing. I am valuable. I am important. I am valuable. I am important. I am capable. I'm unique. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I am amazing. I'm amazing. I'm powerful. I'm strong. I am capable. I'm amazing. I am amazing. I am amazing. Again, a couple of really nice deep breaths. Hopefully we're all feeling lighter. Lighter is a word that I just love. It really it fits with tapping. It really does. So some things I just want to kind of leave you with, I suppose. Be kind to yourselves. Treat yourself how you would treat someone else. Stop that little voice in your head. If you wouldn't say it to someone else, then don't say it to yourself. I know that's easier said than done, but that's how you want to start to change some of these things, to really value yourself. Don't listen to that little voice. Listen to the little voice inside you that said, no way, that's not you. You are amazing, you are valuable, you are important. I want you to listen to those. So I also want you to, another little bit of homework is to find a couple of really positive things that happen to you during the day. It can be really simple things like I've made the best cup of tea ever tonight. I've got a green traffic light. My dog was excited to see me. My favourite tree on the way to work is in blossom. You know, like, it does not have to be I won the Pulitzer Prize. You know, like, it's not big stuff, but I just want you to start to find some good stuff and look for good stuff and not look for bad stuff. We have most of us, me included, have a predisposition to find the bad things. You know, like, you know, there could be 10 things we did right and one thing we did wrong. What are we going to remember at the end of the day? Most of us are going to remember the one thing we did wrong. So I want you to try and just start to change those things around. And that really will be how you value yourself. And like I said, start to be kind to yourself. Talk to yourself how you would talk to someone else. So that's kind of some homework. Completely up to you if you do it, because, yeah, I'm not trying to add to your to-do list. We've just kind of got through and made our to-do list feeling good about it, so I don't really want to add to it. But just, you know, if something happens to you, just think about it, I suppose. Hopefully it'll just pop into your mind. If anything's cropped up and you want to work on it, give me a hoy, send me a message. If you want to try and have a go through yourself, kind of follow the procedure that we did. You know, start with your karate chop, tap around, always finish with your top of your head. You really do start with the negative, and you're trying to rewrite that and trying to make yourself feel safe with the negative, if that makes sense, so that you're not afraid of it, you're not stressed, you're not uncomfortable. And then we try to rewrite with some more positive. So you're sort of going to go from focusing on the bad and the negative and the things you want to get rid of, because, you know, you make your brain focus on it, and then your brain goes, oh, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. And then, you know, you're kind of going to build up to here where you're, you know, like bigger than Ben-Hur and you're fantastic. So hopefully, before we sign off, any last questions? Nikki said she's feeling a belonging. That's fantastic. I'm really glad. You know, I really love everyone to finish off feeling much better than they started. I really hope so. And to feel capable and important and able to do what they want to do, you know. Remember, you know, life's about the journey, not the destination, all those things, but that is so true. And there's always bumps on the way. So, you know, don't be hard on yourself. Enjoy. So if no one has any more questions, I'll just sit here and chat away to you and to myself for a couple of minutes. Well, probably won't even be that, a minute or so. So if anyone's got any questions, pop them on here, send me a message. My Facebook page is DM Transformational Coach. Pop over, like it. I'm not a mad poster, but there's stuff every couple of days. More than welcome to pop on there. There'll also be links to this. There'll also be links to some happiness and confidence clinics that I give. If you'd like a one-on-one session, send me a message. So, but overall, more than happy to have a chat about tapping and how it can help you. So I guess that's all for tonight. If anyone has anything they would absolutely really, really like me to cover over the next coming weeks, feel free. You know, basically I'm going to just hunt through those topics that I find that crop up for me. Feeling overwhelmed and having too much to do is obviously one of those. Yeah, so pop on and let me know. All right. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy days. And I know some of you have probably just got home, haven't had time to eat. I really appreciate you coming along and spending some time, and I really hope that you got something out of it. Otherwise, we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks all. Bye.